Here, and today I just wanted to do a demo for you on using the stack cooker and making what we call chicken cantina bowls. It's a really simple, easy recipe to do, and everything is done at one time in the stack cooker, so in 15 minutes cook time you can have everything done at once. Uh, this is our Tupperware stack cooker. It comes with the lid that can be turned over and used, and that holds 3/4 of a quart here. It comes with the colander that you can use to brown meat, steam vegetables, and things like that. We won't be using that today though. And then it comes with the middle size, which is 1 3/4 quarts, and then it comes with the large that is 3 quarts. And what's good about this is because you cook in this in the microwave and it doesn't stain. I've used this stack cooker for what, 2 years now, and it still looks very good, and they're very durable. And also it comes with 2 seals, so whenever you're done you can put the seal on the stack cooker and then just put it in the refrigerator or take it with you wherever you're going, and you can reheat it with the lid off. So like you got a church function or friends or picnic or whatever, you can just put the seal on there and take it with you. So let's get started. What we need for this recipe is chicken breast, a can of black beans, 2 cups of white instant rice, 2 cups of water, and then seasonings that you like to use for a Mexican type flavor. And then the first part of the 3-quart here, we're going to put 2 cups of water. This is the quick shake here. I'm just using it to store the water in and pour. And then we're going to put in 2 cups of rice, the instant rice here. And this is the bottom part. This is the 3-quart section. And I use 2 cups because we just like the rice a lot. And to my rice I'm going to add just a pinch of salt, not a whole bunch. And then I'm going to add half a teaspoon of the Tupperware steak and chop seasoning. And then I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of our Mojo cilantro seasoning. And this is our Modular Mates season containers. Holds everything you can think of, from bacon to sprinkles, using crafts, whatever. You can put little tiny beads in here to come out the front. They cause your spices to last longer. And I'm going to put that in the rice there. And I'm going to give this a quick stir, because I'm going to season the rice some before I cook it, so as it's cooking it's in there. Now to stack cook, I'm going to take the second part here, the 1 3/4 quart container, and I'm going to set it right down over the top of the rice and water. And to that I'm going to take the 1 can of black beans. I drained a little bit of the juice off of it, and to that I'm going to also add a half a teaspoon of the steak and chop seasoning and a half a teaspoon of the cilantro mojo. I like the cilantro mojo because it's got a lime flavor to it, and I prefer the lime flavor myself. I think I'm going to put a little bit more in the beans. And you can put just a pinch of salt to this, because usually canned stuff is already salted. And I'm going to mix this up. Now if you want more seasoning, you can put more, you know, however you like it. You can put chopped up jalapenos, everything you want in it. And what we're going to do now is take the black beans and just pour them in the center of the 1 3/4 quart middle section here. And we've got that in the center. I don't know if I can raise it up for you to see it. Well, I can. See, it's in the center, the beans. And to the chicken, I took the boneless, skinless chicken breast and I done nice thin slices, and then I took the slices and sliced those lengthwise again, because you want it to be long like this to fit around in here. And I've got 4, so that's, I'm gonna say, a good 2 pounds of meat. And to this, I've already added some salt in there to kind of brine it a little before I did it. And I'm putting half a teaspoon of the spices on the chicken, or may put a little bit more. Really give the chicken a good bit of flavor. I'm going to stir this around. You really don't need to put any oil or anything on this. I usually don't. But I've got the bean juice that's in the beans still in the bottom there. So that's a little protection there. Okay, we're going to take and put some of the chicken strips around the outside of the beans. And you want to kind of lay them out in a nice layer around the beans here so they cook evenly. Oh, I can get 1 or 2 more in here. So that's how the beans and the chicken's going to look. Now we're going to take the lid that would ordinarily go this way. We're going to flip it over so you can see it's here, it's concaved here so you can cook in it, and set that on top. And then we're going to put the remainder of our chicken in here and cook that right here in the top part of the lid. Now meat usually cooks for like 6 minutes a pound in the microwave. Mine is a 1250 watt microwave. And on this you can cook, because that's what the stack cooker and stuff is made to do with. It holds up to heat better. Some of the Tupperware people try to cook in it, and it's actually made to reheat at reduced power. And that's why some people get the pits and things in their containers and stuff, and they're wondering what's wrong with it. It's because you have, 1, probably too much fats and oils in it, or 2, that you have heated it too much and tried to recook the food instead of warming it up. Okay, so we have everything in the stack cooker. We have the rice in the bottom with the water, we have the meat and the beans in the middle, and we have the remainder of the chicken here on the top lid. So I'm going to put this in the microwave. I'm going to set it, I'm going to say go ahead and do 15 minutes. I can check it before that time is up, and then I'll show you the result when it's done. Okay, it's been about 15 minutes in the microwave, about halfway through. I went and checked the chicken, and I just took my tongs and turned it, and you can see that the chicken, watch the steam because it's very hot, is completely done. It's still got juice in there and everything. This is our top layer here. Here is our second layer with the beans and the chicken, and then of course our rice on the bottom. So I'm going to let it sit here for a few minutes because it is still very hot, and let it cool off for just a few seconds, because it continues to cook for at least 4 to 5 minutes after you take it out of the microwave. And to finish the cantina bowls, I'm going to use the Quick Chef Pro here. If you've never seen the Quick Chef Pro, it's wonderful. I love it. We use it to chop everything: onions, bell peppers, carrots, you name it. Make salsa, 2-minute ice cream, and everything. But right now I'm going to chop some tomatoes to finish out the cantina bowls. And that's just 2 Roma tomatoes. I'm using the blade with the chopper. It's 3 blades on here, and the little tips are raised, so that way when you're using it, it throws the stuff back in on itself and it chops better. Let me get this back in here. And we will put the lid on. And this is all hand powered, so it's safer even for the kids to use. And we're just going to give it a turn here. And let's see how much we've already got it chopped down. Now you see right there, just those few turns, the tomatoes are already chopped and ready to use. So I'm going to take and put the tomatoes out on this plate, and then as people are making their cantina bowls, they can add it if they want it. And then I'm going to put the blade back in, and of course when you have a cantina bowl, and if you know where to buy them, you know what I'm talking about, it has lettuce. So I'm going to just kind of pull the lettuce apart a little bit and put it in here. And then we are going to put the lid back on and shred the lettuce. Now, let's see. Now depends on how many times you turn it, it's how far shredded down you want it. You can still leave big chunks, or you can make it real fine for tacos. I use shred lettuce for tacos. And there you have it. The lettuce is shredded, as you can see. And I'm going to put this out on the plate for the cantina bowls. And right now I'm using the silicone spatula that you can use to cook on the stovetop and everything but this. And the nice thing about this, the lid, there's a little groove here. You pop a spoon or something in there, a little knife or something, the lid pops off. It's all dishwasher safe, so you can use it in there. It comes with a little attachments like the funnel and the paddle that you can mix things with. I'll do another video on using the chopper. And so we've got our lettuce and tomato ready. We have our chicken is ready. And chicken with the beans, and then we have the rice. As you can see, the rice is cooked. We'll stir that around a little bit, and to that I'm going to add a little, not much, some people like it, some people don't, just a little bit of chopped cilantro in there. My husband loves the flavor of cilantro, so I like it, but not that much. But we're going to put it in there. Excuse me. Steve. Okay, now we're going to assemble the cantina bowl. Just kind of like you would get when you go out to purchase one. You put your rice in here. Place your beans on top of it. And then some of your chicken. A little bit of the tomato. I like tomato in mine, and the lettuce. Sad to say, all the avocados at the store were not ripe, so I couldn't make any guacamole. But there you have it. You have a homemade chicken cantina bowl. All you have to do is add your own sauce to it, some sour cream, shredded cheese, and literally, in 20 minutes we had the whole meal made. So if you'd like to see this demo at your next party, contact me. I'd be happy to do one. You can also find my recipes on Patty's TW Recipes blogspot.com. I'll put a link in the bottom of the video. If you have questions, just let me know. And I appreciate you taking the time. Have a great day.